with Tanya Rad and EJ, and I'm really excited. EJ, do you know why?
I have an idea.
She's
sitting right in front of me.
Oh, yeah, she's sitting right in front of us. But I'm really excited because Ava Max is here, and it's the weekend after her new song came out. And I love her as a person and as a friend and as an artist. So give her a warm welcome on The Vibe.
Woo! Ava Max in the building. How are you?
Good. I am so happy Tanya's here. Hi, Tanya. I love you.
Ava and I really bonded after her debut album came out because I was like very obsessed with it. And so I hosted an album release party and I went like forensic on the lyrics. And so we just like,
yeah. We have a mutual friend that we didn't know, like a super close mutual friend, and we freaked out.
Yeah.
How did you find out that you guys had this mutual friend?
So I know he's one of my best friends, Zach, and like for 10 years. And then his sister is best friends with Tanya. So we're like, what? And then all of a sudden I'm with her best friend, and then he's with my best friend. I'm like, what?
LA is such a small town. Like, it's such a big town, but when you really like look at it, it's so small. Because I mean, we're at Charlie's birthday party together. Like, we have all these mutual friends, and somehow
I don't have a lot of friends, which is very.
So it's pretty much you guys are like family.
Like close friends. I don't have a lot of close. Like you know what I mean. I like my alone time.
Why do you feel like that's the case with you?
Wait, what?
Why you don't have a lot of friends?
Because I love Netflix and chilling by myself.
She likes
like
to
after
chill.
a day of work, I'm just like the couch. Like I make love to my own couch. Like I love my couch.
Well, also, being an artist, I feel like takes a lot out of you. You know what I mean?
It does.
Like you're constantly being creative. You're constantly around people. And so when you're not working, you kind of want to just like have some alone time.
Yeah, like few of my like close friends, like I have 4 best friends, and they're like I knew them before Sweet But Psycho. Like, you know what I mean? They're not even in the industry. Like, and then I was just like, you know what? That feels good. Handful of friends is great. And then I have a lot of other friends, but I wish I saw Tanya every day, honestly. But she's too busy with her new dog. It's not fair.
I mean, I feel like she would make time. Maybe she would cut one of those sun runs down to meet up with you if you wanted to like
She's
hang
like,
out.
nothing matters but Sunny now.
No, because you know what does matter? You're into music. So let's talk about it. Let's go into the new era.
I forgot. Yes, I sing and I make music. Let's do it.
I want to talk about the new era because you had a big change with your hair.
Yeah.
Was that like, obviously it was intentional, but give me the thought process behind it.
I've always wanted red hair. I've always wanted red hair. But I just was like, I don't know. Like I had blonde hair for 4 years. And before that I had brown hair, my natural. And then I went blonde. And then I thought, you know what? It's time for a change. 4 years too long. Max Cut's taking a nap. She's hibernating. I don't know when she's coming out, but she needs a rest. And, you know, red hair now feels good. It feels good. It feels like me now.
Wait, what did you say? Max Cut? What did you say?
My Max Cut's taking a hibernation. She's taking a nap. She's not dead, but she's hibernating.
The Max Cut is her iconic blonde with the
like the asymmetry. What do you call it?
Short on one side, long on the other.
But like basically, you know, I like to have my cake and eat it too. So she's not dead. She's chilling.
She's chilling because this is the new era.
She needs a little nap.
She worked hard, you know. She got you where you are right now, and now she needs a little break.
Yeah, you know, I changed last year. That means, you know, I was looking at myself last year in the mirror. I was like, you know what? I've been through a lot, and this does not fit me anymore. I don't think it's me at the very moment, and so I just changed my hair.
When you say you've been through a lot, what are some of the things that you feel like you've been through?
This last year, I mean, all of us have been through the pandemic, which really sucked. But this last year, personally, in my relationships that I never talk about, no one knows anything about it ever. This whole album's about my relationships, and it's really crazy because no one knows like who I've dated, and nothing about my past or my present. So I thought, you know, the fans deserve that. And that's all I could write about at the end of the day last year. I couldn't write about anything else. That's all that was coming out.
Were you terrified?
I am now because I don't even know what to say. I don't know what's going to come out. I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth this year because I am a truth speaker. My friends make fun of me because I keep it real all the time. And I don't know how to tell a lie. Like I can't tell a lie to like basically save my life. And I am terrified because it's what happened and it's real. And it's, you know, last year really everything got thrown around. You know, I went through the worst heartbreak of my life. And I was in a very, very long relationship. And no one knew that. But this album is not just about one person. It's about multiple people. It's not just about one person.
It has to be powerful for you to be able to speak your truth, though.
It is. I'm sweating my balls off right now.
I know. Right? Your energy just
Yes,
shifted.
it
You got
just
really,
shifted.
you got really emotional.
I am not used to this, but it feels good to connect differently with, especially everyone here and like just anyone listening. Like it's not normal for me. I always, heard like other artists, like Taylor Swift, talk about her personal life a lot and, about people she's dated. And I used to be like, I could never do that.
Mm-hmm.
I always said that. I'm like, I could never do that. And here I am. I did it because it was all I could write about. This album, I wanted a dance album, but now this album's going to make you cry and dance. It's not just going to make you dance.
That's something I feel like that we connected about right off the bat, because I remember you telling me this and you're like, it's not out there. Nobody knows. I'm in this relationship. Da, da, da. And I was like, I need some of you in my life because I don't know how to keep my mouth shut. Like I need to be keep things a little closer to vest.
I remember telling Tanya this. It's hard because this album's about me at the end of the day, and I will never put anyone under the bus. And these people know who they are, but this song in particular, it was a setting I was in last year, and I remember going to the studio and I was so mad, and I started screaming at the microphone, and I was just like, maybe you're the problem, And the saying, when someone's breaking up with you or you're breaking up with them and they're like, it's not you, it's me. No, it's you and it's not me. And I put that in the bridge because I was like, it's so real. It's so real. It's actually you. It's not me. And it's toxic and I'm done. And I think that is something that I feel like everybody should hear. And if they're in anything, it could be a date you go on and someone's like so annoying and toxic. You don't need to continue dating that person. You know what I mean? It could be anything. Like
Absolutely.
Just anything you catch. And you're just like, no, you're the problem. I'm not going to get into this. Bye. And that's how I felt that day. And I remember getting out of the studio after I wrote it and I was like, everybody I was writing the song with was like, play that back. And I'm like, what? No, what are you talking about? No, that was just like therapeutic for me. We heard it back and now it's the first single of my second album. Really wild.
This might be too personal and you can tell me to buzz off. But no, I'm interested because you said it was very toxic. And I feel like I have a girlfriend that's in a very toxic situation, but I think the fear of starting over again or like dating again is what keeps people in a relationship that they know isn't right. Is that what was happening for you?
It was multiple events. It wasn't one person. Like I said, it was like when I started dating again last year, that's when I wrote Maybe You're the Problem. This isn't about a particular person. It was about like, yes, one person, but it was also like multiple people that had toxic traits. And then that I realized I was like, no. This is not what I want in my life. I started dating and it was so weird. And I was just like, this is not right. And I don't want to be treated like this.
Yeah.
Was there a pattern?
There was a pattern.
That you saw that you kept going towards these type of people?
And then I started dating one person like multiple times. And I was like, well, this person is the problem. Like, and it was like, again, it's very difficult for me to talk about this.
Absolutely.
It's hard because we all have been in that situation. And
you're talking to the girl who probably went out with like 150 guys in a span of 5 years. So I know what you're talking about. Okay. Like everything under the sun, you name it, I dated it.
So basically last year I was pulled in two different directions. I felt like I was being like torn and I needed to write this album. It's pretty much heartbreak on the dance floor. That's how I can describe it. That's not the album title, but it's pretty much what it's about.
Can I ask you something? What made you, I guess, keep going back and continuing to date that, I guess, one person?
Chemistry?
You know what it is? It's when you're down and lonely and sad, when other things take over. And you can't really control that sometimes. And as much as you want to try and people say, yes, you can, like, yeah, you can to a certain extent, but sometimes we all need somebody, right, to lean on. And I think that is one thing where it's kind of unexplainable. You can't really explain that feeling. It's like, why do I keep eating chocolate cake?
Right.
You know what I mean? But like, why do I keep eating it? Because it's that feeling that I get after I take a bite.
Yeah, comfort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I kept going back for that bite. But that bite was the problem.
The bite was making you put on weight.
It's so funny how it like relates to everything in
Yeah,
life. Like
absolutely,
you're saying about the cake,
absolutely.
and I'm like, I'm trying to get off refined sugar. And
It's
let
never
me
gonna
tell
happen.
you,
Tanya's never gonna
it's been
happen.
a battle. Easter came, and I was just like, oh, I'm just popping
You know
all
what?
this
I
candy.
think 80-20 rule in life, right? 80-20.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
do, like Monday through Friday, I try to eat a little healthier. And then Saturday and Sunday, I'll eat the burger and fries and the chocolate cake. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I'm going to do, and no one's going to stop me.
I
Yeah.
try that too, but on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I undo all of the work that I've done for the whole entire week.
It's tough. It's tough. At the end of the day, we're human. And again, same goes with relationships.
Yeah.
I realized like kind of, yeah, a little bit experimenting last year too. Like nothing's perfect. No relationship is ever going to be perfect, but you cannot be unhappy.
Yeah.
And that can ruin your life. You cannot be unhappy. And when someone's just not meshing with you, adios, deuces.
Adios, deuces.
That's really
I like
interesting
that.
because I feel like a lot of times it's
Yeah.
it's easier said than done, especially if there's someone that's listening right now and they're going through it. And I think it's always so easier to be like, you know what, it's not working. Get rid of it. I guess what are some of the steps that you can take to just like end it?
I think, hang out with your friends a
Mhm.
lot and do things for you too. I know this is so cliche to say, but do you go hiking, go outside in nature. Nature really helped me, like hiking and going out and just taking time for myself. And like, but again, when the timing is right, it's right. And you can't force anything either. Cause like if you do force something, you're going to be mad at yourself. And then that makes it's a vicious cycle. It's like, you got to kind of like one step at a time, like, don't stress yourself out. Don't force it. But then if it's not right, like kind of just like separate yourself slowly.
Mm,
It's a tough thing to do. But again, I'm not speaking for any relationship because every relationship is different.
right.
And I've been in, multiple situations last year that I felt like that. I felt like, no, I'm not the problem. They're the problem. Maybe you're the problem because I didn't feel right, And yeah. That's that.
I love it. Oh, I also wanted to touch on, the motto that you did with Tiesto. That's not going to be on the album, right? Or is it going to be on
No,
your album?
Sorry, no.
No.
I'm sorry, I don't know why I paused on that.
Do you have other collaborations on your second album?
No collaborations.
Just-
there will be remixes though, and after there will be collaborations. Like it could be also on the songs on the album, but on the album itself, initially on the sophomore album, no.
Just
That
you.
I feel like that just hit me a different way when you said that there's no collaborations on an
Mm-mm.
album. And let me tell you why, because I feel like that you have a lot to say. And I don't want to say like a collaboration will clutter it up, but I feel like you just have a lot to say on the second album.
Yes, there's a lot on there that it's hard. Again, it's so hard to talk about even now. This is one of the first, interviews even back in person that I've
Mhm.
done. And like,
Yeah.
it's such a weird feeling to be back after 2 years of just being in a pandemic, being on Zooms. I mean, this is real and this is now. And I feel like it's kind of, I'm ready to, give this, I think like this whole project that I've been working on to the world. Like I'm ready for that now. I wasn't ready last year.
Album? Can you say?
There are lots.
Particularly, you're like very nervous to share.
There's actually, that's funny you said that.
Mm.
What's it called?
It has the word one in it.
Okay.
It has the word one.
Let me keep guessing.
But it has the word one in it.
Oh my god!
But it's also you cry and dance at the same time. I didn't want the couch crying. I wanted you to like cry and dance at the same time. I want you to have a drink. I want you listening to this.
I mean, I freaking love your music.
Different though. It's still anthemic. I wanted it to be anthemic. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
I honestly, to you, just being you and being real and being raw.
Different side of me for sure. And it's okay to release this.
I'm
but
proud of you.
I feel like, I believe in evolution and I wanted to evolve into something else and thing, but it also happened to be, in 2020, at the end of 2020, I was started off just again, like a song like Kings and Queens and Who's Laughing Now about switched right when that heartbreak happened and I started dating and everything, whole mood changed, the album changed, and it was completely different in 2021. So
Cool.
personal things really changed everything. Life. This
Mhm.
album is the last year of my life.
Describing it is giving us very water signs energy,
Yeah,
right?
it's funny because I'm 2 days away from Pisces,
Yeah,
which is water.
right.
He's a
I
Pisces.
was a Pisces too.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, yes, 2 days away. I feel very Pisces. I'm obsessed with her.
Yeah,
Very-
Pisces are good.
Yeah. What are you working on besides this? What do you have coming up next?
So I am focused just on like I really want to tour. I miss it. It's been a long time
Mhm.
coming. So definitely I want to travel again. I want to like meet my fans in person again.
Yeah.
Right.
And on the Zoom.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming in. I was about to say jumping on because all much for jumping on, but
I
thank you
know,
so
but
much
should
for
we have
coming in.
Ava Max introduce her song?
Absolutely.
Thank you guys again for having me and always supporting me. You want me to say, hey, it's Ava Max?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
my new song. Yeah.
Okay. Hey guys, it's Ava Max, and this is my new song, Vibe.